Perdón, disculpa.
Ahí en el primero, set. How do you contrast to, do they deserve this kind of heroic welcome?
I think yes, they deserve it. Being one of the 32 teams that qualified for the Mundial alone, it's not a mean feat. And now if you look at the Chileans, the way they played in that particular tournament, nobody gave them a chance that they were going to even survive from their group.
These are also the Algerians now.
The Algerians.
Yeah.
I think they deserve this kind of heroic welcome. The Chileans got knocked out in the second round stage by Brazil, the host country, on penalties. How gallant do you want a team to bow out of a particular competition? And that's why that heroic welcome, I think, is very, very deserving.
And these are the Algerians beaten by the Germans?
For the Algerians, I think the manner of which they came back at the Germans was extraordinary. It was as if the match was going to end 2-2.
Yeah.
And if you check their own history, the manager and the team, they always had problem with the press. When Rabassadan was there, the new manager said the same thing. But he said, look, one thing he knows is the people have always been with them. And I think the affection is what we are seeing now.
Wow, and this Algerian team, the players say they are donating their 16 match bonus to Gaza, the people in Gaza people. That they need it more than them. Selfless gesture.
Patriotism.
Just taking a cue from the Greek team that said, look, let's use this to fund the National Training Center.
Yeah.
And I think that is just what this one talk about spirit of sportsmanship. It's not a win-win situation at times. At times, it's not what you don't get things to swell your pocket, but use your pocket to swell other things.
It also depends on the prevalent environment.
Our environment.
Yes.
How does it contrast with this?
I can understand where
Algeria is Africa.
I can understand where you are coming from, because now you're with all due respect,
yes,
with what we're saying now and what the gesture of other countries, that might point to the fact that we're painting our Super Eagles in bad light. But I want to say no. At least these people,
these are our Super Eagles.
At least these people were first giving the money. They now said no. We're going to use it for this. We're going to use it for that. Our own case,
Michael Babatunde.
Not Michael Babatunde. Our case is different. Super Eagles team
that's the big boss.
Came in.
Exactly.
But are they not arriving as if they are arriving like orphans? I mean, let's at least there's a welcoming here. These are Nigerians welcoming them when they're going, shaking their hands. But
yes, but it needs to be
this
more.
Almost looks like
this team went to the World Cup and got to the second round. I mean, it was a disgraceful performance.
Something we did last in 1998.
Yes.
I said something. I said let's win a game at the World Cup. The last time we won a game was in 1998, and we did that here. We made it to the second round. I think for me, it was a decent performance. Just you see, Nigerians we always ask for more. But I keep telling people we should learn to manage our expectation. We did not expect this team to go to the World Up and just make it straight to the semi-final.
This is a monster we all created. The fans, the people, journalists.
Okay, let's
hear you win some, lose some. Well, thank God to be back home.
Okay.
Well, we tried.
You lose some.
Last year was celebrated when we won the Nations Cup.
If the likes of the defending champion can be knocked out in the first round, if England, as good as their league is, can be knocked out in the first round,
I think that was not a rented or chartered bus. I remember the Falcon team that won the AWC.
Yeah.
So and I think this is a big.
Are you talking of the Godwin?
They still have police escort.
Okay.
The
reception
they just got what
it is well.
Kaja. I put our quiz.
So I think the reception is still modest.
It's a clear departure from what obtained in the past.
That is well.
All right, that's Eagles' arrival. You also saw the Chileans and the Algerians, how they were celebrated. I hope someday also we should be able to celebrate this team, because to me, I think their performance was not that bad. It was a decent outing, an improvement on our past two outings in the World Cup. Argentina scored considered 3 goals. 2 of those goals, like we said earlier here, where, by Nigerian Ahmed Musa, putting 2 goals behind them, and they have to come back. One replied, Messi, Musa. The third one, that Messi didn't score. If not, Musa would have equalized. And then we put all ourselves over there. Okay, but let's come back home. It's not all drizzy. It's not all nice. Sometimes we try to entertain ourselves when we get here. But certain times you ask yourself, do you cry when things like this do happen? Change of administration in sports has not always been smooth. We've seen a kind of, sometimes the gangsters, sometimes you take over the place, you dissolve, you go to court. FIFA, it's not only Nigeria that is there. Okay, this is the extraordinary meeting of what is happening when Megari came back.
Congress bemoaned the unfortunate incident of the international embarrassment caused the Nigerian nation at the 2014 FIFA World Cup by failure of the Aminu Megeri-led NFF to fully and firmly resolve issues of finance with the Super Eagles ahead of the championship. The Congress accused the Megeri administration of abuse of NFF status in its constitution of NFF Electoral Committee by altering the list of persons approved by the Congress at the 2013 General Assembly in Warri, Delta State, and inaugurating a different committee. A new NFF Electoral Committee and NFF Appeal Committee were constituted. The Extraordinary Congress unanimously endorsed the dissolution of the Aminu Megeri-led NFF Executive Committee and the immediate termination of the employment of all management staff of the NFF. The Congress approved the appointment of Mr. Lawrence Katkin as Acting Secretary General of Nigerian Football Federation, pending the appointment of the Substantive General Secretary.
That is the bombshell. The Congress of the Nigerian football sat together yesterday and sacked the Megeri-led board. You heard what they're saying there, their inability to sort themselves out as when it regards the bonus issue, bringing FIFA to come into it when our players refuse to train. And then they also said in their meeting right in Port Harcourt that there were some smuggling, alterations, and other things, but that is a Congress. Gentlemen, before we go that, there was also a court issue. We're talking about this issue of the FA, calling them the NFA and NFF. Let's see, because we have a document here where the FA went to court. They went to swear an affidavit that they are no longer NFA, but NFF. So if possible, we can see this. Okay, that is it. That is where they did it, and that was a suit number FHCLCS/962/2010. Where they went to court to swear an affidavit, and part of that it was taken. One Chief Akinolu Jomi and Dr. Joseph Nwakobi-San, who are the principal counsels of this people, went there to say that the NFF is regulated by its own statutes and status of FIFA, that the NFF has a General Assembly, and then that the board consists of 15 members. But above all, when you come down to the almost last page as you are moving, they said, if you go to Article 10 of that something, that it is misleading to refer to Nigerian Football Association, NFA, as trading under the name of the NFF Football Federation. NFF, as the two bodies are quite different. When the NFA exists only in name today, the NFF is a functional body. So here they are, swearing the oath on the 2nd of February 2011 that they are no longer NFF. That they are NFA. They are NFA. They are no longer NFA. They are NFF. And then by the time they now went on to constitute the league management company,